Good morning, Tigers. It's Friday, the 8th of January today, and we are going to do the second part of our reading lesson. Yesterday, we looked at the poem Jungle Song. Who can remember what each verse was about? Verse 1 was about, that's right, a tiger. Verse 2 was about, who can remember, a crocodile. And the final verse that we read was all about a lion. Well done. Let's move slide. So here we've got our poem again. Now you can either pause and read this poem yourself, or you can join in with me, okay? Let's read it together. Jungle Song. Tiger, tiger, orange and black. He's got stripes upon his back. When he growls, sharp teeth I see. He's as scary as can be. Tiger, tiger, orange and black. He's got stripes upon his back. Crocodile, crocodile, long and green. The sharpest teeth you've ever seen. His legs are short, his mouth is wide. Get too close, you'll be inside. Crocodile, crocodile, long and green, the sharpest teeth you've ever seen. Lion, lion, mighty and strong, with a very loud roar and a mane so long. A lioness has no mane, a cub is a baby lion's name. Lion, lion, mighty and strong, with a very loud roar and a mane so long. So, yesterday we talked about some of our special words that we had in our vocabulary check. Today I have taken some of them away. Who can remember? What was that word that we learnt about yesterday that meant land covered with thick forest, and it's usually very hot and has a very tropical climate? Can you remember? That's right. It's the word jungle. Who can remember our second word that we talked about? It was to make a low sound in your throat, often made by an animal like a dog or a lion. Can you remember what word was in here? You all did a very good impression yesterday as well. That's right, it's the word growls. This one's a bit trickier. Who can remember? What did mighty mean? What did mighty mean? Who can remember that one? It meant having impressive power and strength, being really powerful. Who can remember the name that we call a female lion? Because it isn't a lion, it's called something slightly different. It's a lioness. Then we've got our word mane, which meant long hair on the neck of an animal like a horse or a lion. What is a cub? Can you remember what a cub is? Oh, that's not very much in line there, is it? It's a baby lion. And then I've got one final bit that's missing. Do you remember? Here's my contraction. He's. And it's short for something else. What do I need to write in here? He's. What is it short for? It's short for he is. And then I had you've, short for you have. Hopefully you remembered some of those. So here's my poem again. Which animal is described as mighty? Which animal is described as mighty? What is the word you're going to look for here when you're trying to answer my question? Yes, it is the word mighty. You need to try and find that word. Mighty, is it in this verse, or the last verse? Well spotted. Here it is. Lion, lion, mighty and strong, meaning powerful. Which animal is described as scary? You need to search for that word scary Is it in the first verse, the second verse, or the third verse? Well done if you've spotted it up here at the top. He's scary as can be. You should have told me that it was the tiger that was scary. How is a lioness described? Now you know that's not going to be in this verse or this verse. It's going to be in the one about the lion. How is the lioness described in this verse? So I need to find the word lioness. Is it here? Lion, lion, mighty and strong? No, because it doesn't say lioness, does it? I need to find lioness. There it is. Lioness has no mane. What did that mean? Mane was one of our words in our vocabulary check. A lioness has no mane. Remember, the mane is all the hair around the lion's neck. I think I've got a picture coming up next to show you. Here I've got a lion. Here's his mane. And here I've got a lioness. She's got no mane, has she? No, she hasn't got a mane round her, only the lion does. That's how we can tell the difference. And my final question to you here is, can you find the contraction you've, short for you have? So you're going to find that tricky word you, and then you'll see there's an apostrophe and a V-E, you've. Is it in verse 1, verse 2, or verse 3? Have a little look. Hopefully you've spotted it. It's in the second verse. Crocodile, crocodile, long and green, the sharpest teeth you've ever seen. And then we know that those two lines are repeated, and it's also down here. So you could have spotted this one or this one. Right, your job for today is to answer my questions, still based upon our poem, Jungle Song. So we should be experts at this by now. Remember, all your answers come from the poem. They're not just what you're going to guess. Question number 1 says, what colour is the tiger? So you will need to try and... Oh, don't know what happened then. You will need to try and go back to your poem, look back at your poem, tell me what colour is the tiger. We know that in the very first line, don't we? It tells us what colours it is. Remember when you're writing your answers that I'd like the correct spellings as well. Number 2 says, what word describes the crocodile's mouth? You need to go back, find that verse on the crocodile and see what word is used to describe his mouth. What word describes the crocodile's teeth? What is a baby lion called? We should know that one. What word in the poem is used to rhyme with strong? So if you go back to your poem, you need to find the word strong, don't you? Is it in verse 1, verse 2, or verse 3? What word is used to rhyme with strong? Then you need to tell me, what is the difference between a lion and a lioness? Hopefully we've talked about that. And number 7 says, what other animals could the author of Jungle Song have written about? So you would need to think of other animals that maybe you might find in the jungle that could have been included in this poem. I look forward to seeing your answers. Have fun!